Have you ever stood in front of a mirror or your closet and you're wondering why, and you're a little bit lost, wondering why some clothes don't fit you as much as it fits other people? Trust me, we have all been there. That fashion frustration is very real. But guess what? It's usually not about you. It's about understanding how clothes work with your unique and beautiful body. Hi gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is EJ and I share fashion and lifestyle tips to help beautiful women like you in your 20s, your 30s and even beyond feel confident, stylish and put together. Now that I am in my 30s, one of the biggest things I've learned is how fit and proportion matters a lot when it comes to dressing for your body shape. So today we are breaking down the main body types and giving practical, confidence boosting tips on how to dress in ways that truly fit your body shape. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, before we proceed, I'm sure one person or somebody is wondering, why is this important? Why should we understand this whole body shape thing? See, honestly, this is not about fitting some kind of idea or changing your body. It's about building confidence and empowerment. First and first, understanding your body shape help you make smarter fashion choices. It also gives you power to highlight your best features and help you feel confident in every outfit. This video is about celebrating your body and dressing with intention. Understanding your body shape is like your secret weapon because it helps you know what works best for you. So now let's get into some specific body types. But before we proceed, right, I want you to remember this. Whatever we say now, they're just guidelines and personal styles and comfort are the most important thing. We have five most common types and they are: number one, we have the apple shape. Number two, we have the pear shape. Number three, we have the rectangle shape. Number four, we have the inverted triangle shape. Number five, we have the hourglass shape. All right, let's get into the good stuff. That is figuring out your body shape. Now, a disclaimer. And like I said before, these are just guidelines, not rules, right? Everybody is unique and beautiful in their own way, their own shape. This is just to help you understand the general proportion of your body shape. Everyone is unique and beautiful, and you might even have a blend. To make this easier, you could stand in front of a mirror, a fitted clothes like a gym wear, or your undies, or even naked if you're comfortable with yourself. Just take a proper measurement. If you like, you can use a measuring tape. That could work. It makes it easier. You just use your eyes and just measure yourself from your head to your shoulder, your hips, your, you just do a general measurement of yourself. Okay, we're starting with the apple shape. This is when you carry more weight around your midsection and less defined waist. You likely have a broader shoulder and a fuller bust, a less defined waistline, and a slim arms and leg. Okay, the second one is the pear shape. This is when you have a narrow shoulder and bust with a wider hips and a big bump. You likely have a defined waist and your hips are noticeable wider than your upper body. The third shape we have is the rectangle shape, and this shape you likely have a less defined waist and your shoulder, bust and hips are roughly the same width. You might have an athletic build. Your body line are fairly straight up and down like a triangle. The fourth one is an inverted triangle, and this shape has to do with a broader shoulder and a narrow hips, waist and hips. That's when you have a triangle upside down. Triangle upside down. That is, your shoulder are significantly wider than your hips. You might have a large bust. Your legs tend to be very slender. Okay, the fifth and the final one we're going to talk about, the hourglass shape. This shape is characterized by the balanced proportion of the bust and the hips with a clear defined waist. This creates a curvy silhouette. Your body forms an hourglass curve. Take a moment right now, seriously, pause the video if you have to, right? And really look at yourself. Look at which of this description feels more like you. Remember, there is no best shape. It's all about understanding what you've got. All right, now that you have identified your body shape, let's go to the fun part, learning how to dress for it so you feel amazing and absolutely gorgeous. Remember, these are no rules to restrict you, but to empower you to enhance your natural beauty. Okay, let's dive in. If you have an apple shape, your goal is to create more definition around your waist and to show off your amazing legs and arms. Something you should look out for, like stuff you need to know. especially when you want to get stuff like a top, right? What you should look out for is V-necks and scope necks, really great. Wrap tops create illusion of a waist and enhance your bust line. Structured shoulder, slightly padded or tailored, like something like a suit, works really well. A-line or empired wrap tops, amazing because they skim over the tummy while drawing the eyes to the bust and neckline. Monochromes or dark colors help streamline the upper body. Straight pants or boot cut helps add balance to the body frame. So that is something you should consider. Okay, mid or high waist pants can help hold the tummy and define the waist slightly. So that is something you should also consider. Clothes I would advise you to avoid are tight fitted clothes or tops or dresses, anything tight, those silicone dresses, stuff that like crop tops that are tight around the tummy or the mixed section. I will advise that you avoid this kind of clothes because they tend to really showcase or emphasize the bigness of the midsection or your tummy. Another type of clothes I advise you avoid are baggy clothes, baggy jeans, oversized clothes in general. As much as oversized clothes can hide the midsection or the tummy, it also can make you look bigger. If you have a pear shape, your goal is to balance your wider hips and bottoms with your narrow upper body and also highlighting your defined waist. Okay, if you have a pear shaped body, right, what I would advise you to look for when going for tops are bright colors, off shoulder, tops with details, because this will draw attention upwards since you have that shape that since you have a pear shape where your shoulder and your bust are kind of small. So tops like that will draw attention to the upside, not just your down part, right? And this will give you more of a balance. A-line skirts that gently skims over your hips, so that is something you should also consider. A-line dresses or a dress with a clingy waist, they get to emphasize your curves. I'll advise you avoid overly long tops. Okay, that gets to hide your waist. I'll advise you avoid them. But longer short story, just get stuff that work for your body and you're comfortable in. Always remember that. If you have a triangle shape, your goal is to create curve and definition, especially around the waist to break up that straight line. I would advise you go for tops that have something like a belt on it or peplum, right? That just helps to create waist definition because at the end of the day, you want stuff that just break that box or give you a waistline. That's something you should go for. Then cargo pants are also amazing because it kind of give you some kind of hips, because you know when you have the cargo pants, it has this bulky pocket, so it kind of still gives you some kind of hips and kind of break away from that triangle shape here. So then something you should try and avoid are straight dresses. Anything that's just straight, that's not giving you any form of structure, avoid them. Yeah, oversized tops, try to avoid them. But at the same time, at the end of the day, right, your comfort is key. So whatever you're comfortable with, because I can say this and in your mind you're thinking, but boo boo is also okay, boo boo is free. Yeah, that could work. I'm just saying things you should try and avoid. I'm not saying things you should not wear at all. These are things you should try and avoid if you're trying to emphasize or showcase your body structure. If you have an inverted triangle, your goal is to balance your shoulder slash bust with your narrowed hip by adding volume by wearing big stuff to your lower body. For your inverted triangle body shape, what you should consider are tops that minimize your shoulder area, like V-neck, tops like off shoulder. It's not something I would really gravitate towards, but at the end of the day, your comfort is key. Okay, something I would advise are wide leg pants, palazzo pants, pleated skirt, full skirts or stuff down that just add volume to your lower part, because you're trying to reduce the tension of your shoulder and balance it up with your down part, that's from your hip downwards or your waist downwards. Yes, those are stuff you should totally look out for. Stuff I advise you avoid are suits or suits that have a broad shoulder, because it has shoulder part that just emphasize your broad shoulder. Another thing I advise you avoid are skinny jeans, pencil skirts, something that just make your leg look slimmer, try to avoid them. But if you can style them in ways that still balance up, kudos, good for you. Because at the end of the day, like I said, your comfort is key, right? If you have an hourglass shape, your goal is to highlight and embrace your natural curve and define the waist. So things I would advise you go for are basically everything and anything. Basically, tops, silicone dresses, dresses that emphasize your body. Basically, things naturally just go well for them because every part of their body is kind of in a very equal proportion. So most of what they wear gets to work. It's something I'll just advise you avoid bulky clothes like overly oversized pants or tops, right? They tend to just hide your figure. So yeah, just do you. At the end of the day, like do you. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. And I hope this has helped you understand what works better or well for your body shape. I know most people be saying or believing, like, I won't even lie, I also believe that hourglass shape, that's like the figure eight, is the best shape ever. But honestly, guys, every shape is unique and beautiful in their own way. It's just for you to understand what really works well for your body shape. And that will just automatically enhance your body, enhance your shape. You wear what suits your body, it will always elevate your look, always elevate your. So don't think that your shape is not good. It's just that you're not wearing the right thing for your shape. Yeah, we've actually come to the end of this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got one or two things. And please remember that this is just a guideline, not about limitation. This is about liberation. Everybody is beautiful and amazing in its own way. And the goal is to always dress in ways that make you feel comfortable. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which body shape identify with you? I would like to hear down the comment section. If you found this video helpful, please ensure you like, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming style tips. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Please stay stylish, stay consistent, and stay you. Until next time, love, kiss, kiss.